is so beautiful. I love the green. It fills me with joy. Hello folks. I was just talking about the trees and the grass over there. Today you have a lot to cover. Let's dive into this. What's up my family? Today we'll cover 3 topics. Should you buy experiences or things? Then we'll go over the 3 steps to full financial freedom. And at the end of this video, I'll provide you with a book that will change your mind and body. I promise. I'm excited. Before anything, you're asking yourself, what is that over there? And that was a gift. I'm celebrating 10 years with the lady that lives in my house, and she told me that I waste all my time in this room and that I have to start making some money. So please buy my book and save my marriage. So the first thing is happiness. The studies have shown that the amount of good hormones and happiness that you get from buying experiences is greater than the amount of happiness and good hormones that you get from buying material items. The reason for this is that while waiting for a vacation or planning a get-together with a friend or waiting in a restaurant in a chair waiting for your delicious meal to come out, you have a buildup of excitement and pleasure. While when you're waiting to get enough money or waiting to get a material item, you get filled with impatience and frustration. So number 2 is longevity. I'm not sure that's the right word, but it lasts longer. You might be thinking that I am crazy for saying that an experience will last longer than something material that as long as you care for it, it could last you forever. But the thing is that an experience, every time you look back at it, a get together or a vacation with friends or with your family, you get filled with good feelings, pleasant feelings, good memories. And if you buy an item, I'm not saying don't buy items that you need like a roof or a toothbrush. If you need it. But if you just like upgrading your couch or getting a new phone that you already have, you don't get any pleasure or happiness by looking at it or remembering because you quickly adapt to it and get used to it. So the last point here is that it could be free. You could go to the park and go for a walk. You could go hiking, something that everybody's doing at the moment with the beer bug out there. And if you do experiences that cost too much, if you overdo it, this strategy no longer works. A few other points is that if I want to enjoy a drink or a meal, I could do it at home instead of going to a casual dining or a fine dining. And if you do it at home, it will be such a small fraction of what it could be. Another thing is that if I go out with friends, I will not order water. You can order a drink because at that time I will be enjoying more the people I'm with, my friends, than the drink itself. Also, another thing is that when you're planning an experience, you could go an entire year planning it. You don't have to do it every time, but if you can plan an entire year, and that doesn't necessarily need to cost either. So for the second part of this video, we're gonna go over the 3 steps to full financial freedom. And I put the 1 million number up there, but financial freedom for different people mean different things. So the first financial freedom would be being debt-free. All your credit cards paid and no more debt. The second financial freedom is to have a rainy day fund. Rainy day fund is having enough money saved that you don't have to worry in case you lose your job, or if you leave your job to look for a new job, or if you get hurt, you still have money to carry you for a while, maybe a week, a month, half a year, or even a year. The third financial freedom is being debt free, having a rainy day fund, and now you're investing the money. So your money makes you more money. And the fourth and ultimate financial freedom is to have enough money invested that you no longer need to work. You can sleep all day and you have enough money invested that your money now covers all your debt and expenses. Not that, all your expenses. I never heard the term financial freedom I didn't know what it was. I never heard of it. And becoming a millionaire for me was something impossible. I always thought that you were born with the money, or you inherit a large amount of money from somewhere, or you were extremely smart. And personally, I was not born with it. I never had or have any lump sum of money coming to me as an inheritance. And you can ask my teachers, I am definitely not the smartest. And now I truly see that there is a path. It's possible. So the first step to financial freedom or to become a millionaire is to work. And this is pretty straightforward. You just need to work and make the money to cover all your expenses. Please, if you do know another way to pay for the expenses without working, please do share in the comments below. Step number 2 is to save. So that means that you need to live below your means, which means that you need to make more money than you spend. I'll share a quick example of a person making 20,000 a year and a person making 200,000 a year. Let's say you're 18-year-old, you have a roommate, or you share an apartment with 2 or 3 friends, and at the end of the month your expenses come at $300 or $400, and then at the end of the year you have a yearly expense of 10 or 15,000, right? So you are able to save 5,000 a year or 10,000, while the person makes 200,000, have maybe a mansion, a very nice car, and at the end of the year the expenses come out at $215,000. The guy making $200,000 now finished the year in debt. A quick disclaimer, I am not a financial advisor. This video is for entertainment purposes only. You have to do your own research. The third and final step is to invest. Saving alone does not get you there, and the reason for that is because we are facing an uphill battle. We have an average of a 3% yearly inflation, which means that the amount of money that something bought 10 years ago or 30 years ago does not buy the same item today. For investing, what is needed is time. The most valuable asset is time. So that allows compounding, which means that the money that you make, you can reinvest it and it will make you more money. So the more money you have, you can invest more money and make more money. That way creating a never-ending cycle. I am not going to go over investments right now. That in itself is an entire video, but I'll mention some of the types of investments out there. It could be a high yield savings account, the stocks, real estate, or a business. This video is almost over. I'm going to wrap this up, but before we finish, I will share with you the book that will change your mind and body. Alright folks, so this is it. I would say it could be any book, but for the best results you want to use the hardcover book to provide stability. So once you're done with all your leg exercise, you did your squats, lunges, the sumo squats and the kickbacks, you want to focus on the lower leg, and a great way of doing that is as I show you here. So the secret is to go up slow. You hold it there for a second, almost a second, and on the way down you provide some resistance instead of just dropping it, and you will achieve the best results and you get some toned, nice legs. Alright folks, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.